219-845-1100. Let's go to Pete on line 6. If you want to talk to the sheriff, get it in now. 219-845-1100. Hi, Pete.
How you doing? Sheriff, in regards to the helicopter, that thing's not a Cadillac. That thing's a Ferrari. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of equipment.
You got it.
But you know what? Have you considered contacting other departments, say like in Lafayette or South Bend, and say, listen, if you have a call, we would bill you on a per-hour basis for our pilot and our helicopter as it leaves Griffith.
I've discussed that with the consul and the commissioners. Fees like that have to go through them. We've had some out-of-county calls already with that since I've been sheriff, and that's why I started taking a hard look at that. I mean, when you go to a neighboring county, sure, you want to provide the public safety. You want to provide, if there's an officer involved or whatever, or somebody is missing or whatever, we want to do that. But it's gotten to the point where we're going to have to look at some funding to kick in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you charge them on a per-hour basis, has a thing at the prop turned over there in Griffith, which is a great place to base it. I mean, you can make it down to Lafayette in that thing in, 15 minutes?
Easy, sure, yeah.
It's a beautiful piece of machinery, but that's way too much aircraft for Lake County.
It's nice. It's a beautiful piece of the ship over there, but again, you got to look at the costs. And what brought to my attention again is, hey, we're paying interest on this thing only. We're not even hooking the principal payments on this thing yet, so we still owe about $700,000-800,000 on it. I mean that's where we're going with this thing.
Well, the cost of maintaining a helicopter would give you a nosebleed.
You got it, and it won't be long. The warranty's going to be up on that thing, and then look out. Yeah.
All right.
Well, guys are on top of it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Hey, let's go back to the Lake County Sheriff John Buncich has put out General Order 2012-001. It's his first general order of the year, and it is a standard of official conduct. Sheriff, where did you get this as a model, or did you come up with this?
I've done a lot of research and everything, and just going over researching through other law enforcement agencies, public agencies, dealing with public employees and that. And what we went through last year, what's still ongoing over there, and our officers, I can't say enough about it. The overwhelming majority, 99.9% of the officers are wonderful officers. And I want them to realize that, hey, they have to be held to a higher standard. And that's what I expect. That's what the public expects. And, put it on paper for them and just say, hey, I'm with you. I'm part of it. I'll adhere to this just like you do and that. And let's make sure that respect remains, that the public has for Lake County Sheriff's Department personnel and all personnel, law enforcement personnel. I spoke to a group yesterday in Hobart and discussed that code of ethics in great detail. And they agreed with me, that hey, law enforcement, it's a noble profession, and we take a bad rap a lot of times. And something like this, I want the public to know that be transparent and everything, that we're there to serve you.
209-845-1100. Let's go to Jim on line 1. Hey, Jim, you're on with the sheriff.
Hey, how you doing, Sheriff? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, I just want to congratulate you, and I'm glad you're sitting in that sheriff's seat out there. I'm glad to see that we finally got rid of that Roy Dominguez.
It's a hot seat. Believe me.
I understand that, and, I think Dominguez was just very corrupt.
Hey, hold on a second. Go ahead. Yeah, you know what? He'll take the compliment, but we're not going to go that direction.
All right. Thank you, Sheriff.
All right, God
there
bless
you go.
You.
Let's go back to this. Obviously, you and Roy aren't like the best of friends right now, and everybody knows that. But one of the issues outside of any, relationship there is that in the previous administration, it has come out that some guys have admitted to using the sheriff's department and stationery and so forth, and ordering guns and silencers and that kind of thing. Now, is this department standards of official conduct, is it directly related to that, or just kind of related to that investigation, or what?
Last year when this occurred, that our department took a beating. The personnel, and I could tell you, I look in the officers' faces and everything when this happened. There was a mood in that department. You walk through the patrol and everything else, room and squad room, the detective bureau, and that, you could see it in their faces as some of the officers say, hey, we're taking a bum rap, for some goofballs that that went the wrong way. They tarnished the badge, and this is just I think it's just a shot in the arm. We support each other. We're good cops. We do things the right way. We do it professionally, and that's that's just one way of reinforcing what we're all about. That's
All
the
right,
way I look at
so
it.
you put most of this together, or
Yeah,
had somebody
yeah.
help you write it?
No,
Or?
I did research on it, like I said. I took some points from other agencies and everything else, and I've talked to law enforcement officers and officials, through all my travels and everything, and took the high points and put it together. I could have expounded even more, but I figured, hey, 12 points is sufficient. I think
Now,
we covered it all.
is this something that you would make available if any other law enforcement divisions wanted to use it?
Of course I would. Of course I would. I mean, it's generalized. It's geared towards public employees, and that sort of thing. So it speaks for itself. Let's put it that way.
All right, so you talked with the Hobart people about it.
No, I addressed a group
Yeah,
yesterday in
you're
Hobart,
just a group in
and
Hobart.
I'm open about this. I said this is what I put out, and the reason I put it out, just like I told you now.
And
You
so,
know,
what were the kind of impressions from those folks about this?
nothing but positive feedback. Nothing but positive. That hey, we're professionals. We're going to act like professionals and maintain that standard at all times.